I used to gang bang. Yeah, me. Yeah, I was crip walking, that's me. I really had a bad attitude. I was very unhappy. But most people also didn't know that when I was 14 years old, my mom left me at an airport. She just left me there. And I had nowhere to go. And so I ended up in Compton. And when I ended up in Compton, I didn't have any money. Now I'm 14 years old. How many people in here are 13? So I wasn't but a year older than you. So imagine what it must be like to just be left at an airport. You don't have any family to call. You don't have anywhere to go. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is overcoming adversity. Because it's not my job to tell you what type of career you should have. It's not my job to tell you what you should be when you grow up. But what you need to understand is that right now, you are going to be dealing with adversity. By a show of hands, how many of you know someone that's in a gang or have a family member that's in a gang? So that's the vast majority of us, right? By a show of hands, how many of us know someone that has been in jail or is in jail right now? So that's why what I'm saying today is so important. My counselor told me, you know, Dawn, I don't think that you would really make it in a 4-year university, so you should probably, take up a trade or be a dental tech or something like that. She said, you have way too many problems. Those problems are going to stop you from making it in a college or a university setting. And you want to know what Dawn said? I don't think so. So listen, you guys are going to be dealing with issues. By a show of hands, how many of you guys are dealing with any issues right now? Right? Okay. Who wants to be bold enough to come up here and tell me what your issue is? Come. Who wants to be bold enough to tell me what your issue is? I can't have you again. Come on up here. For the people that don't know you, let's hear your name and let's hear what your issue is. I don't know you, bro. I don't know you at all. You a stranger to me and I got my arm around you and everything. Tyran. And Tyran. Does everybody know Tyran? Tyran, why don't you tell all your great friends here what your issue is? You kept talking racist stuff about me. Did you guys hear that? He said, okay, one more time. One more time. What's your issue? People say racial slurs about me. Now, by a show of hands, how many of you guys have had a racial slur said about you, or to you, or to one of your friends, or to one of your family members, or to somebody that you know? Now, if he was the only one bold enough to come up here and say that, imagine that I had to go to school and keep my friend. Imagine that I had to go to school and hear people call me names way worse than a racial slur. Okay? So here's the one thing I want you guys to know. As you go through this process, you need to be able to overcome adversity at a very fast pace. Because guess what? Money doesn't change the way people talk about you or feel about you. And having a lack of money doesn't change the way people talk about you or feel about you either. By a show of hands, how many of us would like to make more than $40,000 a year? By a show of hands, how many of us would like to make more than $60,000 a year? So that's why I'm here to give you guys a few life lessons, okay? I was in a gang. I sold drugs. I sold my body. And then by the time I got to college, I went to Loyola Marymount. I was confused. I was happy, but I wasn't quite happy because I wasn't really happy inside. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to be a teacher, but I knew that I didn't want to teach inside of a school. So I said, okay, what exactly am I going to do? I decided I wanted to go all around the world and talk to kids about self-esteem, because when I was a kid, I didn't have any. I was told that I was fat. I was